for fuck.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Ka! Whoa, whoa.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Oh, fucking nice shit.
Whoa!
Has that dog gone mad?
Excuse me, but I hope you aren't snooping around here, are you?
Are you looking at the moon?
What? Somewhere. Why aren't you asleep? Get out of here, mutt! No one wants to hear your barking. Somebody ought to grab it by the scruff of the neck. Stop that whistling.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Go!
You silly doggy.
Nah, this is sharp enough as it is. I have a bit of coin again, and I'd like to throw it around. Should we play dice?
What game would you like to play?
I actually don't want to play it. I feel a lucky roll coming up.
What game would you like to...
Wagoners.
Let's play.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Finished.
I don't see what
Your
you
turn.
find so complicated. I just pick them up and throw them. Then I pick them up and throw them again. That's all there is to it.
Well, you're not afraid of anything. Nothing
My,
worth mentioning.
That's what the smiting of Sodom must have looked like.
Aye, that'll do. Here. Like this. Finally! I
Now I
won!
can die in peace. I've truly seen everything.
Don't be a coward.
Hail?
Greetings to you.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Kharkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troshkovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
Oh, shit! What the... Ah! What the... Ah!
Wanker! Bandage, quick! Whew.
What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built... girl. Build a cottage and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
Oh, you pooch.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along. Well, What'll it be? Come on, surrender! Last chance to surrender peacefully.
The people today.
Fine. You had your chance.
Mercy!
You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. And I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine, and if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
Oh, please. Look at me. Do I look like a dishonest man? This is all just a misunderstanding.
What are you trying to pull on me? You'll pay for that.
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
Just as I thought. In that case, you'll be branded.
Fine. Take me away.
Now, let's have a look at what you've stolen. Show me the goods. And if I find anything else on you that doesn't belong to you, I'll confiscate that too.
Take a look then.
Good. You don't have anything else on you that doesn't belong to you. You won't avoid punishment. Let's go. You'll be branded for your crimes, so that everyone knows what sort of criminal scum they're dealing with.
Executioner, carry out the sentence.
This fucking brand hurts like hell. Oh, really fucked up this time.
My God, these furry mutts.
Excuse me. I'm looking for someone. A friend of mine. The one who ended up in the pillory with me.
Loads of people have been in the pillory, and you know what it's like. I'm really busy right now.
You haven't seen him then? Tall, fair-haired, fancies himself and talks like a noble.
Sorry, but I'm swamped with work because of the Semine wedding. Everyone wants new clothes from me. Even Bashka the butcher ordered a jacket fit for a king, and he isn't even going to the wedding. So, no, I haven't seen your friend, and I can't help you. Sorry.
I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Troskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Or perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
Ah, damn. That's more money than I thought. Look, I don't need much. Just a bit will do.
Is that so? What do you want it for, anyway?
Nothing important, really.
All right, whatever. But I'd hate to find out you painted on someone's house. You know what? If I scraped off some of that dry pigment from the edges of the bucket and mixed it with some lard, that could work. Those pigments are a magical thing, eh?
What do you mean?
For example, if you need blue, you can use blueberries or woad leaves. You put them in hot water with the fabric and it'll turn blue. Walnuts good too. With the husks of unripe walnuts, you can get a very nice light brown, sometimes even yellow. The best way to make red is from madder root. And when you add alum or beeswing to the water, the colour gets a beautifully rich shade. Or you could just use plain old black elder. The berries, of course, but they're more for lighter shades. Oh, and privet's not too bad either. If you use its bark and alum, you get yellow. You can even use the leaves. They make a nice green, but it takes forever. But you know what's my favourite way of making yellow? Using dyer's broom or weld. You take a few nice stems, some leaves, a bit of alum, and you get yellow, as bright as a chick's feathers. And for so much cheaper than using saffron or iris, that's the main thing. Buckthorn makes a nice green, maybe the best of all. You use its fruit. They say it can also heal, but I've never tried that. The most important part is the stain anyway. Like alum, for example. It can create all sorts of shades and give depth and richness to the colour. But even that won't help you if you don't know what to use for what colour. Sometimes you want the fruit, sometimes the bark, sometimes the root, or maybe the leaves. Too bad I don't dye fabric much anymore. But I see you're really into it. You know what? Take some of it for free.
My word. Thank you so much.
Oh, not worth mentioning. Just be careful not to stain yourself. Quality material like this doesn't wash off easily.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Siegfried, the herdsboy, dropped by. He was moaning about wolves killing his sheep. Poor fella. He has it tough. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. I'd like to buy something.
I don't think so. You've got a brand, lad.
How are things, Master Scribe?
What would you like to hear? I don't spread gossip. I only write it down.
Well, Troskovitz isn't exactly a small village. People are probably doing well here, eh?
And why shouldn't they be? The war has avoided our region so far. I think we can especially thank our lord, Sir Otto von Burgau, for that.
And what's your lord like?
Von Burgau? My goodness, he knows how to keep order, just like his Chamberlain Ulrich. Though, sometimes it's not so easy with him.
Who's this Chamberlain Ulrich?
Ulrich von Schaumburg manages the estate of Sir Otto von Burgau. You see, as the royal chamberlain, Sir Otto spends most of his time in Prague. So Ulrich is actually something like the unofficial local ruler.
Are you from here?
No, I'm not. I come from nearby Yitchin.
So what are you doing here?
The plague and a spell of bad luck are behind it. The plague took most of my relatives to their maker. and I didn't want to return home after my studies. Bailiff Thrush offered me a good position here, so why shouldn't I accept it?
Show me your wares.
No way! You're branded!
Would you look at that? The youngster turned us down, and now he comes crawling back. Leave me be, lad.
You didn't want to help us, so bugger off.
Who's there? Damn it. I thought that something was going on. Run along. We'll manage on our own.
I'm sorry. God be with you. What would you like?
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Nice, as it should be.
Let's play.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. Like they say, your loss is my gain. These ones here. Kurva! Bloody dice!
What's the hold-up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
If I was you, I'd take it.
What a load of shit.
Finished. Your turn.
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Damn it! They're yours, lad.
Christ, what's
Well,
the
here
hold
you have
up?
it. Enjoy.
Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. You know you can throw again, right?
I'll have a bite to eat, mate.
My God, I'm done.
A large beer for me.
Here it is.
Good game, friend. The money's yours. Corva! That was my favorite one.
One beer.
Christ.
Would you look at that? The youngster turned it
Wait, fuck. Is this supposed to be a chronicle?
Is that a problem?
I'm not a chronicler. Why want a raise for this responsibility?
You want what?
More money.
Do you want me to tell everyone about the time you were drunk, naked, riding on a pig, yelling about how you were Sigismund of Luxembourg himself?
So prospered, you said.
See? That wasn't so hard.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh that we found. I've been, and that's a...
That sounds interesting.
Go! Quick! 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 Ja! Ka! Quick! Quick! Ja! Quick! Quick! Go! Ja! Ja! Quick!
Why don't you go somewhere else? For good, ideally. What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
Isn't it dangerous? What if someone wanted to rob you? Or worse?
It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there for all the protection it gives me. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. The kind best avoided by honest folk. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw 2 vagabonds like that. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across them?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
Why did you become a herbalist?
Let me guess. It seems like a woman's work to you, eh?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that the only herbalists I know are women. You're the first male one I've met.
My grandmother taught me everything I know. She used to take me with her to the forest and told me something about every herb she picked. What it's called, where it grows, and what it's good for. And in the evenings, she tested me mercilessly on everything. If I made a single mistake, I got a slap on the ear.
You memorized everything? No recipes?
Why? I keep all the recipes in my head and measure out the ingredients by eye.
But people trust you anyway, since they buy salves and healing potions from you.
What else can they do? The only real apothecary here is Emmerich, and he charges a lot. Besides, he moved here from the city.
Isn't it dangerous not knowing the exact amounts and mixing the potions by eye?
Maybe for me,
If I lick my fingers while crushing some herb Paris, for instance. But I've never poisoned anyone yet. Well, at least not by mistake.
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand.
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have two conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
All right, agreed. Should we get right into it?
Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ready? You're telling me... That was something! Don't slow down. You just got started. You won't get me! I really don't need this. You're telling me you beat all the fighters in the area? So what's it gonna be?
You're no match for me!
Cut the bullshit and fight!
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Wow. Now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
Isn't it a bit of a lonely life?
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people coming here for herbs, salves, and once in a blue moon, someone comes and challenges me to a fight.
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part, but people have been coming here for herbs more and more often. If they're polite and ask nicely, I even let them pay me back later. Times are tough.
Sounds pretty boring.
You might be surprised. It can get pretty scary in the woods at night. Especially now, with all those bandits roaming the region.
Aren't you afraid they'll come here?
What would they do here? I'm just a dirty herbalist with a hut full of dried plants, unless they're at death's door themselves.
What would you do if someone like that came to you?
I don't rightly know myself. A broken leg or a dagger in the gut hurts everyone the same, that's true. But when I just think about that scum going off and killing someone the next day, it sends chills down my spine.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke, so I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskovitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name, but I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away, but trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge.
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put two and two together.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right? Or are those just rumors?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
Well, they got what they deserved. They were asking for trouble, not you.
Aye, but I'm the one that got run out of Troskovitz. And from Takhov, Mladyov, and Uyaz too. There's nothing to be done about it.
You said you could teach me something. What was it?
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs. People come to me with various maladies.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time. Sometimes they'd be better off going straight to the priest.
That sounds like it could come in handy.
But if I'm supposed to teach you something, it won't be for free.
I understand. I'd be happy to pay you.
All right. What do you want to know?
I'll be glad to have a drink with you fellows.
That's precisely what young Petska and me are doing here. We like to roll dice too.
Well, I'll be more than happy to play with you. But first, I need to know who you are.
No worries there. I'm Bohush. Me and Petska here are just honest-to-goodness labourers.
Not that it's any of my concern, but you don't look like labourers to me. What's with the weapons?
Well, the roads can be very perilous nowadays, so it's good to have a piece of steel for protection, right? Luckily, it usually only takes a well-aimed smack or a couple of punches, and I can lay anyone out with my bare hands.
You smell of horse sweat, yet I see no horses.
Look, no disrespect, we may not be labourers, true, but we're no crooks neither. In short, we look for horses, for a very well-heeled mistress. But only strays, that's all.
So, horse traders for hire?
Yeah, something like that. But we're pretty bored right now, and we're at a loose end.
You say you're good at wrestling?
Oh yeah, I could show you if you want.
Well, I'll wager I'm a better fighter than you any day, Bohush.
You're on. I'll gladly smash you up and earn some coin in the process. Yeah. Not like that, for fuck's sake. Try it again. Nice. You still haven't had enough. Wanker! Nice. Yeah. Fuck, that was well fought. Here's your coin as promised. We're even, right?
Nice fight. A nicer coin. Goodbye, Bohush.